everyone, we are from No Label, No Filter podcast, and today we'll show clips from our podcast and analyze the grammar we use. We'll focus on tenses, voice, word choice, and conversational style.
You will see how each grammatical choice make our podcast engaging, relatable, and meaningful.
And instead of just explaining grammar, we'll show example first, then break down why and how the grammar works.
Two amazing ladies, Lydia and Zara, as today's panelists.
Hi, I'm Lydia. Super happy to be here. Honestly, I feel like this chat is long overdue because this topic has been on my mind for ages.
The word I feel is present simple because it describes Lydia's current feeling. Present simple is often used to express states that are true now.
Has been on my mind is present perfect. This tense is used for action or situation that started in the past and continue into the present. Here, it shows that Lydia has been thinking about gender inequality for a long time, which connect her past thought to the current discussion.
Present perfect also work well in reflective conversation because it gives continuity. It shows that Lydia's reflection isn't just a past memory, it's something still relevant today. This is why it's perfect for personal, informal storytelling in a podcast.
But that's literally what it is.
Yes, it is what it is.
And let's be real, even among friends, these stereotypes show up. I've heard people joke like, oh, you dress like a girl. Like, hello, I am a girl. And I probably dress better than you.
Period. I won't start perfectly, and my guy friend, not a boyfriend, was shocked.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's a guy friend, okay? Like, why are you surprised? Parallel parking isn't just male thing, you know. Girls can also park perfectly. Yeah.
I love that.
And honestly, these little jokes add up. Even if they seem harmless, they normalize it inequality, and when you add it all together, it creates a culture where girls second guess themselves and boy feels pressured to act tough. Yes.
Past simple is used here because it describes a specific completed event in the past. The exact moment Lydia part is over and done, so past simple is appropriate.
Active voice emphasize my action. This makes the storytelling more direct and personal, which is perfect for a conversational podcast. If we had used passive, I was perfectly parked, it would feel less natural and a bit formal.
Also, past simple is common in storytelling because it lets listeners follow event chronologically. Podcasts often mix past simple for stories and present tenses for reflection, giving a dynamic flow.
So we are playing the game called Fair or Unfair. You guys can also play it through your screen, of course. So
Write down on the comment below.
I'll give you guys a situation regarding stereotypes and gender inequality, and for each situation, you guys have 5 seconds to decide.
Okay.
And you guys will state your guys' opinion, and we're just like we're chatting about this. So for the first situation, school often pick boys as class monitors because they are seen as more strict.
That is so unfair. I mean, leadership has nothing to do with gender, you know? Yeah.
Present simple here is used for general truth and repeated actions. These tenses tell the audience that this is a pattern in society, not a one-time event.
As seen as more strict is passive voice. Passive is used when the focus is on the object affected. Boys, rather than actor, teachers, this emphasizes the social effect rather than who does it.
Combining present simple and passive work perfectly for social commentary. It shows ongoing patterns of inequality clearly while keeping the tone informative and reflective.
Maybe next time you hear a gender stereotype or even catch yourself saying one, we'll pause for a second and go, wait, is this really true?
Exactly, because Change doesn't always start with huge revolutions. Sometimes it just starts with conversation like this and small shifts in the way we think, you know?
Couldn't have said it better. So, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We'll be back with more cool talk on another topic soon.
with other panelists. So don't forget to share this with a friend who needs to hear it.
Please, you guys need to hear it because I myself feel like so comfortable that I want to sleep. Okay. Back and if you're sitting there thinking, wow, that's me, just know that you're not alone. We're all figuring it out together.
Alright, lovelies, take care, stay strong, and keep challenging those stereotypes. Until next time, bye!
Future Simple expresses intention or prediction about the future events. Here, it tells the audience what to expect and reassures them about future episodes.
Even short future statements make the podcast structured and organized, helping listener know what coming next.
Using Future Simple is also informal enough to fit our friendly podcast tone while still being grammatically correct.
So we are playing the game called Fair or Unfair. You guys can also play it through your screen, of course. So
Write down on the comment below.
I'll give you guys a situation regarding stereotypes and gender inequality, and for each situation, you guys have 5 seconds to decide.
Okay.
And you guys will state your guys' opinion, and we're talking, we're chatting about this. So for this first situation,
School often pick boys as class monitors because they are seen as more strict.
That is so unfair. I mean, leadership has nothing to do with gender, you know?
True, yeah.
Leadership.
Active voice is direct and lively. It highlights who is doing the action, schools in this case.
Passive voice focus on who or what is affected. Here, the voice being judged is useful when the actor is less important than the effect.
So, in this podcast, active voice is more natural for conversation, while passive is helpful when we want to highlight social consequences or general effects. Mixing them keeps the discussion balanced and engaging.
Nurses or even dancers. People also question it.
like, why are jobs still being divided into 4 men and 4 women?
Yes. Like,
I think part of the problem is media too.
Movie, ads, even cartoon we grew up watching. They all push those stereotypes. The princess is always waiting for the prince.
it's never the
We know what the cartoon is. The boss is always adventurous and strong. It sits into our brain without us realizing.
Oh my gosh, facts. And when you break away from that script, people almost get uncomfortable. Like, I remember telling someone I want to learn boxing, and their reaction was literally.
Formal words like stereotypes or inequality give academic clarity.
Casual words like literally or honestly make the podcast approachable and friendly.
Mixing formal and informal vocabulary balance credibility with relatability, which is perfect for podcasts discussing serious topic casually.
And I think this happens so often, especially in workplace in Malaysia.
Yes.
So, for the next one, sons are encouraged to go to university while daughters are told to marry early. You guys have heard this before in all the drama,
Yes.
the movies.
Unfair.
It actually
Unfair.
happens in real life, you
It's
know.
unfair. Like education is for everyone, right?
Yeah, everyone
Everyone
has.
can. Everyone can learn. Everyone can go to higher level of education. Like
Everyone deserves to go to a high
yes,
level
everyone
of
deserves
education.
to go high level.
Okay, so for the next
Present simple shows a general social truth, something that happened repeatedly.
Active voice highlights the actors, parents, so listeners understand who is influencing these patterns.
The short, clear sentences make the unfairness obvious, which is important for explaining social issues.
Girls think maybe I am too emotional to it. Boys think maybe I shouldn't cry or draw because people will laugh. And once you believe it, you limit yourself.
That's the worst part. The fence isn't just outside you anymore, it's inside your head.
Yes.
So, we are going a little bit deeper.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the real impact of inequality and stereotypes on people's life? Sarah, can you go?
Well, research shows that gender inequality affect mental health. When women are constantly undervalued, it leads to stress, burnout, or even depression. And men who feel pressure to stay strong often bottle up their feelings, which can lead them to a rate of anger, isolation, or worse, they can murder themselves. Suicide.
Present Simple expresses general truth about internalized stereotypes.
Active voice make it personal and reflective, engaging the audience and encouraging them to think.
This example also shows how grammar choices can enhance the meaning and impact of a statement. So, in summary, the past simple tense is used to describe specific events that have already happened. The present simple tense expresses general truth or facts that remain consistent over time. The present perfect tense is applied to show actions that began in the past but continue or remain relevant in the present. In terms of voice, the active voice emphasizes the doer of the action, making the statement more direct and engaging. Meanwhile, the passive voice shifts the focus to the action itself, which is particularly useful when the doer is unknown or less important.
In addition, the passive voice is used to emphasize the effect of an action rather than the person performing it. The use of informal grammar throughout the podcast helps create a casual and friendly tone, making the discussion feel natural and relatable to listeners. Meanwhile, the vocabulary is carefully chosen to balance clarity and engagement, ensuring that the message remains understandable while still maintaining interest. All these grammar choice make our podcast clear, relatable, and effective.
And these elements not only help listeners to understand the concept of gender inequality on a deeper level, but also make them feel personally connected to the discussion. Instead of simply receiving information, the audience become part of the conversation, as if they are sitting among the speakers, reflecting and questioning alongside them. This approach transforms the topic from something distant and theoretical into something real, relatable, and emotionally engaging.